Hello and welcome to BitBoy Crypto. As you guys can see, I am sporting my Atlanta Falcons gear. It is time. Tonight is the first game of the American football NFL season. So excited my team is playing in the game. I hope they win. You're probably watching this video while the game's going on. And if you live anywhere outside the United States, I know you could care less about what I'm talking about. But had to support my team. Got my Matt Ryan jersey, my Super Bowl jersey. I did go to the Super Bowl when we lost to the Patriots. It was pretty humiliating. But hopefully this year we'll win it back in our hometown. Super Bowl is here in Atlanta this year. So anyways, guys, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time watching, go ahead, click that subscribe button. Make sure to smash the like button for us so more people get to see the video. If you like the content and you subscribe to the channel and you make a comment down below, you'll be entered into our $150 Bitcoin giveaway this month, along with a couple shirts from my merch store, which I think is pretty good. So, okay guys, the markets, we're going to make a pretty quick video tonight because, you know what, I know there's still blood on the streets and people don't really want to hear about all the latest crypto news, but we're going to start at the markets. As you guys can see, Bitcoin is down 3% over the last 24 hours at 65.34. It actually has bounced back up a tiny bit, but not that much. The market cap is at 207 billion and Bitcoin dominance is at 54.2%. So, you know what, guys? I know we had a pretty good run there for about a week or a week and a half, but now we're pretty much right back to the same numbers where we were before. So, not really sure where this is going to go. We did have a lot of good news today, though, or at least some good news. And, you know, the markets didn't really seem to react to that very much. What we're seeing now is really just, you know, a natural bounce when you drop so far. Just kind of like if you see something go way up, it has a pullback, you know, it happens or it works on the reverse as well. So, okay, biggest winners of the day. We have MCO, Ontology, Hollow, DigiByte, and Horizon, all over 7% gainers. Only two over 10% today. We go to the losers. We have Bitcoin Diamond had a big pullback yesterday, like we were just talking about. Bitcoin Dark, still don't trust that thing as far as I can throw it. And everything else is 10% losers or less. So we have this story from Coinbase, and I actually wrote about this story in my BitBoy Writes Crypto Thank You Notes, or I talked about it just briefly. You guys can check that out. I'll put that link up above so you guys can check out my Thank You Notes video because I thought it was pretty stellar, and I think you will too. But Coinbase is now considering launching a crypto ETF with the help of Wall Street's BlackRock, says sources. Now, if you don't know about BlackRock, it is basically an investment group. I think they said it's worth like $9 trillion from, if I remember correctly, from the last time I reported on it. But this could absolutely be huge news if this came together. But I doubt Coinbase is really going to move forward with this idea until they see the results of some other TFs. You know, you kind of want to sit back if you're Coinbase and say, okay, what are these people doing wrong? We know with the denials that have currently been given, it's always because they feel like the ETF, the people behind the ETF aren't going to be able to stop market manipulation, which we'll look at some of that here in just a second as well. But, you know, I think overall this is great news. This is huge. And when we see Wall Street combining with crypto, that's when I think we're going to really see some big gains. We might see some depression, some push down of some action as well by the institutional money like we've already seen, but eventually these people want to make money on the way up. So we will, I think, see some price increase if we are able to ever get this. Okay, we have Sally Shin, who reported that Goldman CFO at TechCrunch regarding rumors of rolling back crypto desk. I think one of the wonderful things about us is that we get written about a lot. I never thought I would hear myself use this term, but I really have to describe that news as fake news. Goldman Sachs coming out and saying that's not real. We're not rolling back the crypto desk. So, you know, it's just absolutely astonishing the FUD that we get. I've got a couple good stories now for FUD Report next week already. But here's straight out of the mouth of Goldman Sachs themselves. And I can't trust this guy, just like I can't trust the rest of Goldman Sachs. Because, you know, now there's been rumors of maybe some insider trading. There was a 10,000 Bitcoin short. I know you guys really can't see that chart. Let me zoom in on it here. This is a chart here showing some shorts thinning out. And then all of a sudden, as the price is going up, a 10,000 Bitcoin, $74 million short position placed on September 2nd. So a lot of people are wondering, was that Goldman Sachs getting ready to put out that news? I don't know. But there's definitely something going on where these FUD stories are coming up. And there's a reason we call them FUD because these stories create fear, uncertainty, and doubt, whether or not they're true. And so there is another theory about the crash that we had yesterday, which we've talked about a little bit already on the show this week, is that huge $800 million crypto wallet. Apparently, it might have had something to do with Silk Road, and then all of a sudden, there's movements with the $800 million dollar wallet. They're putting their Bitcoin on exchanges. I think Bitfinex and maybe Bitjerks. I can't remember the other one. One's definitely Bitfinex. And they put a lot of positions in to sell, and maybe that is what crashed the market. I don't know. I think it's probably a combination of both, but I also don't think we were as strong as people thought we were at the time. Like I said, all it takes is a couple good days in a row, and all of a sudden everybody's super bullish, but now we get a couple days in a row and everybody's saying it's going back to 3K. You can't ever really, keep up with the sentiment of the market. It changes really so quickly. But speaking of that, why Bitcoin will not fall to 3,000. So I have this article, and as always, I put all the articles down below, and you guys can see that basically this is the hash rate of Bitcoin, and this article goes on to explain why the price cannot fall to 3,000, and it hits it right on what we've been talking about a lot, which is the mining theory, that the miners, if the price drops down below profitability, the whales push the price back up, such as Bitmain, in order to keep profits going while mining. So very interesting, just some more confirmation of that theory. I remember the first time I talked about it, I was like, we'll wait and see, but it has held up ever since we talked about that. So Shapeshift was a way that you could exchange tokens anonymously, but now, as a lot of people have already reported on, they are requiring KYC, which means know your customer, aka you have to give them your information in order to use it. So there are some alternatives that some people are going to be using now that want to stay anonymous. We have FlipMe. I don't think that's FlypeMe, but we have FlipMe, Morph Token, and CoinSwitch. So these are three places you can use and be anonymous when you exchange your tokens, if that's what you're into. So really excited about football, really excited about all the videos, all the content we got. Going to Litecoin Summit next week. Got so much going on here on the channel. My brain's about to explode. And if it does, make sure you grab a couple pieces of it because I think it's pretty good. But for the moment, I still have it in my head. So anyways, guys, don't forget to become a member of the Bit Squad. Until next time, BitBoy out.